At noon on the 20th of January, Donald Trump will open a rare crypto wealth window. Buy these four coins before it opens, and you could make a small fortune inside the first 100 days of his presidency. Here's how. Dear reader, mark this date on your calendar, January 20, 2025, at precisely 12 p.m. Eastern Time, as Donald Trump takes the oath of office. He will open a rare wealth window in the crypto markets. Here in the UK, we've seen the tremendous growth of crypto over the years, but I believe it's all been building to this moment. And what's about to happen next will surpass everything we've seen before. Why? Because Donald Trump's first act will trigger the biggest move of capital into the crypto industry that we've ever witnessed. In doing so, he will unlock what could be the biggest and most explosive phase of crypto's growth yet, the effects of which will ripple across the world, especially here in the UK, and it could offer investors like you a rare chance to profit from a historic shift. You've probably heard about Bitcoin's recent surge past $100,000. You may have seen BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, attract billions to its crypto fund in just days. And you've likely read that nations around the world are securing their crypto reserves. But here's the truth. None of these events come close to what's about to happen at noon on the 20th of January, because what Trump is about to do will completely change the landscape for all crypto investors and unlock what will be the biggest wealth building opportunity of the decade. Today, I want to share all of the details with you because I believe that this shift will impact four specific crypto coins. In fact, if my research is right, investing even a modest sum, like just £50 or £100, could see a spectacular return. Pick one. A cryptocurrency so critical to Wall Street's future that one major investor predicts it could soar 12,900%. Pick two, a coin quietly being scooped up by smart money, poised to become the backbone of crypto innovation. Pick three, a digital asset uniquely positioned to thrive under Trump's pro crypto policies, with past gains of over 2,500%. And pick four, my wildcard pick, backed by one of Trump's biggest and closest allies. This crypto saw 12,000% in 2021, and it could do it again. I'll share all the details about these coins with you today and explain how, as a UK investor, you can position yourself before January the 20th. Indeed, it's important that you do act decisively today. Trump himself has already said crypto will skyrocket like never before, even beyond your expectations. And his first act as president will trigger a chain of events, creating what I believe will be a perfect storm for these four cryptocurrencies. But let me ask you this. Did you get in on Bitcoin when it was below $1,000? Were you one of the few who saw a small investment in Ripple create generational wealth? Now imagine being one of those people who cashed in on those historic opportunities, because that's the level of potential I see on the horizon. And yes, the markets are already moving. But if you're worried that you're too late or have missed out on the big gains, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. The opportunity for UK investors like you is wide open, and the rewards could still be massive. But you need to act fast because every day that passes reduces your window to buy these coins at the current bargain prices. You don't want to be left watching from the sidelines again, as others seize the chance to change their lives and financial future. And look, if I haven't been direct enough, let me repeat. You are not too late. In fact, your timing couldn't be better. You see, I've been in crypto long enough to recognize these moments. The signs are all there. And just like they were before, previous surges that created fortunes, I also understand the hesitation. Just last week, a former subscriber reached out to me. He'd stepped away from crypto, watching from the sidelines. But as he saw the pieces falling into place, Trump's presidential victory, institutional money flooding in, he knew he had to act fast. His first question, am I too late? I had to smile because I've asked myself that question before. Back in 2014, when I finally bought Bitcoin, it had already climbed to $500. Like so many others, I hesitated, wondering if I had missed the boat. But here's the hard truth I've learned over the years. Crypto isn't about what you missed, it's about what's coming next. Every time it feels like the biggest gains are behind us, the market finds a way to surprise everyone. In 2017, people said it was too late to buy Binance Coin when I recommended it at $10. By the time it peaked, it delivered a more than 6,700% return, turning every £100 into more than £6,700. When Ethereum climbed past $1,000, people assumed it was done. But I bought in at $600 and it more than tripled to $1,900. And recently, one of my picks delivered more than 2,300% in profits, turning every £1,000 into more than £23,000. I'm not sharing these to boast, but to prove a point. You are not too late. If anything, right now feels like one of the most exciting times to be looking at crypto. Institutional investors are buying in, key cryptos are hitting all-time highs, and Trump's pro-crypto stance is setting the stage for a historic shift. The four coins I've identified are uniquely positioned to capitalize on this moment. These aren't your typical crypto projects that need years to deliver returns. Each one has specific catalysts tied to Trump's presidency that could trigger exceptional gains in a matter of months or even weeks. And every single one, like all of my picks, has been thoroughly researched. If I wouldn't buy it myself, I won't recommend it. If you're looking for someone that chases the next viral trend or makes wild promises of overnight riches, then I'm sorry to say that's not who I am. You won't catch me recommending untested, poorly researched coins just to jump on the bandwagon. I only recommend coins backed by thorough research, proven fundamentals, and real world potential. Investments I've personally vetted and would confidently buy myself. And when it's time to take profits, I tell you exactly how to lock them in. Over the past decade, I've built my reputation as more than just a crypto investor. I've worked as a news editor for CryptoNews.com, hosted the Crypto with Cash Cast podcast, and created an 8 step strategy to simplify crypto investing for newcomers. My focus has always been on cutting through the noise and making crypto accessible, helping people like you navigate this space safely and profitably. It's why I was headhunted to run the UK crypto recommendation service for the New York Times bestselling author Jim Rickards. They wanted someone with a proven track record to uncover life-changing opportunities in crypto, and we delivered with gains like 14,935% on DeFi coins and many others that turn cautious investors into success stories. Today, I bring that same commitment to research and clarity to every recommendation I make, but timing is everything in crypto. The market moves fast. An opportunity like this, driven by seismic shifts like Trump's presidency, don't come around often. So if you're wondering, am I too late? The answer is simple. No, we're standing at a moment of massive potential. The question isn't if crypto will move again, it's whether you'll be ready when it does. How do I know? Because at precisely 12 p.m. on January the 20th, Trump's first presidential act will transform the crypto landscape. And while this starts in the Oval Office, the shockwaves will ripple across every major financial center in the world, from London to Tokyo, creating a rare wealth window for UK crypto investors to capitalize on. I've analyzed how moves like this, what Trump is about to do, have played out. When they hit fast. Those who position themselves beforehand have the chance to make extraordinary gains. I'm going to share everything, what Trump will do in his first hour as president, why it matters, and most importantly, the four specific coins I believe could soar in value during his first 100 days in office. But to understand why this moment is so significant, you first need to see how moves like this have created fortunes throughout history. So let's take a quick trip back in time so I can show you what I mean. 52 months in prison. The year was 1993. Meatloaf and Whitney Houston dominated the pop charts. Man United had just won the inaugural Premier League title. Brits packed cinemas to marvel at Spielberg's Jurassic Park, and Phil Zimmerman, a nerdy computer scientist from Colorado, sat under the shadow of a federal investigation. He faced up to 52 months in prison. His offense? Writing a few lines of code for encryption software called PGP and making it freely available to the public. For years, key figures in Washington, led by FBI Director Louis Freeh, relentlessly suppressed this technology. Under Freeh's watch, encryption was treated as a weapon and its export was banned. These restrictions forced American companies to create weaker versions of their software, handicapping innovation just as the internet was taking off. So, what we had was a government holding back a transformative technology from reaching its full potential. But history shows that this kind of suppression never lasts. By the mid 1990s, the tide began turning for encryption. Under Clinton's administration, pressure from the tech sector and internet demands drove change. In 1996, President Clinton signed an order that made encryption technology easier to sell and use commercially. Vice President Gore championed this shift, and by 1999, the White House removed virtually all retail encryption export restrictions. And early investors who foresaw the impact of this made fortunes. Take Michael Moritz at Sequoia Capital. In 1995, Sequoia made a bold $1 million investment in a little-known startup called Yahoo. At the time, many doubted the business potential of internet companies. But as the internet took off, that early bet paid off beyond anyone's expectations. By early 1999, Sequoia's stake in Yahoo was worth $8 billion, and Moritz wasn't alone. By 1999, venture capitalists had changed their tune. The Nasdaq soared from 1505 mid 1994 to over 8,700 by February 2000. That's a gain of 479%. Across the Atlantic, encryption fueled innovation sparks an explosion in UK tech. BT went from £2.50 per share in 1994 to £8.90 in 2000, a gain of 240%. Sage went from around £1.20 per share in 1994 to £9.40 per share in 2000, a jump of 680%. And Vodafone's share price in 1994 was just 59 pence. By 2000, it had risen to £5.40, a lift of 800%, all influenced by a single American policy change backed by Clinton and Gore. Just imagine if you had foresight of what one policy change would trigger. Imagine being one of the few in the know and having time to position yourself to ride those again. Well, now is your chance. These examples show that when political elites back a transformative technology, it becomes unstoppable and people get rich. And now history is repeating. The stage is set for an even greater shift, one that I believe will unlock crypto's full potential. And the parallels with the encryption examples are remarkable. Just as encryption was once treated as a dangerous weapon, spearheaded by Free, crypto, despite its remarkable growth, has been scrutinized and suppressed, all down to a man called Gary Gensler. He's launched over 2,000 enforcement actions against crypto companies, including major players like Coinbase and Kraken. He's dealt over $2.6 billion in penalties, draining resources and stalling growth. He's rejected calls for clear regulations, forcing innovators to navigate outdated securities laws that stifled progress. He even went as far as doubling the size of his anti-crypto enforcement team to suppress projects and delay adoption. Unsurprisingly, Gensler has become known as a symbol of resistance to crypto progress. But last summer, that all changed with 8 simple words. 8 words that would make crypto history. Let me show you what I mean. The crowd went wild. Nashville, July 2024. 8,000 people packed into a sweltering auditorium, standing room only. The speaker pauses at the podium, taken aback by the thunderous response to what he just said. A slight smile crosses his face. He says, I didn't realize he was that unpopular. The crowd erupts again, even louder this time, because the speaker is Donald Trump. The event is the Bitcoin 2024 conference, and seconds ago, Trump uttered 8 words that everyone in that room knew exactly would change everything. 8 words that promised what the crypto world had been waiting for. 8 words that would trigger an unstoppable chain of events, leading to a rare crypto wealth window. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. It was a promise that electrified the room. But wouldn't a politician say anything to win potential votes? And what about Gensler's contract that ran until 2026? Or potential legal battles that would be waged if Gensler was fired? Crypto would still be under the boot of Gensler. However, Trump's presidential victory was enough. Gensler resigned. Yes, Gensler is out, yet at noon on January 20th, something even more significant will happen, because Trump's first act will be to install one of crypto's most powerful allies. Meet the man who will send crypto soaring. His name is David Sachs, America's first crypto and AR czar, and key figures in the industry couldn't be happier. And this headline speaks for itself. And while you may not know his name, you've definitely used the technologies he's helped to pioneer. As AI's founding COO, he transformed how we send money. His early investments read like a who's who of tech giants: Facebook, Twitter, Uber, SpaceX. Now he's set his sights on crypto. Through his venture capital firm Craft Ventures, he's invested millions into groundbreaking crypto projects. Solana, a breakthrough blockchain that processes transactions faster and cheaper than Ethereum. Lightning Labs, revolutionizing how Bitcoin payments work. BitGo, making crypto safe for major institutions, and more. His firm has backed more than a dozen innovative crypto companies from River Financial to Multicoin Capital, and the market is already responding to what's coming. Since Trump named Sachs as crypto and AI czar, we've seen the total crypto market cap surge to 3.7 trillion, nearly matching Apple, the world's most valuable company. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF alone has drawn in more than $360 million in just 2 weeks. Institutions have been quietly snapping up $40,000 Bitcoin since November 20th, signaling a surge in demand from Wall Street. For UK investors like you and me, this is critical. But just as the US tech boom of the 1990s created opportunities for British investors to make fortunes, these changes in America will present us Brits with similar wealth building opportunities here. And what happens next will fundamentally transform how crypto operates in America. But let me pause here for a moment. I've shown you how Trump's presidency will transform crypto, starting noon, January the 20th, and I've identified 4 specific coins positioned to capture the biggest gains. Pick one, a cryptocurrency so critical to Wall Street's future that one major investor predicts it could soar 12,900%. Pick two, a coin quietly being scooped up by smart money, poised to become the backbone of crypto innovation. Pick three, a digital asset uniquely positioned to thrive under Trump's pro crypto policies with past gains of over 2,500%. Pick four, my wild card pick, backed by one of Trump's closest allies. This crypto soared 12,000% in 2021 and could do it again. If you light touch regulation, imagine it's 1997 and you own Amazon stock. Online retail is an uncharted frontier. Questions swirl. Will e-commerce survive? What about taxes? Are legal risks too high for this new frontier? Then, clarity arrived. Laws like the Internet Tax Freedom Act set the stage, building trust in the industry. Look at what Lawrence Summers, Deputy Secretary of the Department of Treasury, said about the Internet Tax Freedom Act on May 5, 1998. The impact? Within 6 months of the Internet Tax Freedom Act being enacted, Amazon's share price went from 91 cents to $5.23. That's a gain of over 470%. That's exactly what's about to happen with crypto. You see, Sachs's approach to regulation has been described as a light touch. No more ambiguous rules, no more conflicting guidance, no more worrying that stricter regulations could suddenly make your crypto investments less valuable. Trump even said, he will work on a legal framework so the crypto industry gets the clarity it has been asking for and can thrive in the US. A more recent example of regulation changes creating wealth, January 10, 2024. For years, the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF seemed like a pipe dream, a milestone regulators dismissed time and time again. But when the SEC finally gave the green light, the results were electrifying. In less than 24 hours, $4.6 billion worth of Bitcoin ETFs were traded. By March, daily trading volumes had hit nearly $10 billion. Bitcoin's price, well, it skyrocketed from $46,000 on the day of the approval to a record-breaking $73,000 by the end of Q1, a 37% surge. Investors who positioned themselves early were rewarded handsomely. This was the impact even with Gensler dampening the excitement by saying, "We did not approve or endorse Bitcoin. Investors should remain cautious about the myriad of risks associated with Bitcoin and products whose value is tied to crypto." Now, imagine what happens when the man at the top isn't fighting crypto but fueling it. Trump isn't warning investors to stay cautious. He's telling the world Bitcoin is going to the moon. If billions poured in under resistance, what happens with full support? And I've shown you, the smart money in the market already knows. They know the impact of regulatory change. Now, so do you. And when Sachs implements his changes, the floodgates will truly open. And those positioned before this regulatory revolution will have front row seats to what could be the biggest wealth creation event of the decade. But there's another key piece of this perfect storm that's forming that I need to share with you. Follow the leader. When the US embraced the digital revolution in the 1990s, it set the stage for global innovation. In the UK, ARM Holdings partnered with giants like Apple and Nokia, embedding its chips into millions of devices. In Japan, Sony launched the mini disc player, showcasing cutting-edge R&D and media dominance. Across Europe, telecom giants like Deutsche Telekom raced to lay fiber optic cables connecting the continent. US leadership set the tone for the digital economy, accelerating global innovation and adoption. When America leads, the world follows. Now, history is about to repeat itself with crypto, because Sachs's mandate goes far beyond just fixing regulation. Trump has tasked him with making America the undisputed global leader in crypto innovation. Look at this headline from Yahoo Finance. Donald Trump plans to make America the crypto capital of the world. It's a big promise, right? But there's already an oven-ready blueprint to make this a reality. The architect behind it, a visionary who saw the mobile revolution coming years before it happened, an individual whose technology insights have made him billions, someone who's been quietly building America's crypto future longer than anyone else. His name, Michael Saylor. He's the MIT graduate who turned a $100,000 loan into a $42 billion Bitcoin fortune and has laid out a detailed roadmap that's already catching Washington's attention. Because it's about transforming America's entire financial infrastructure by expanding the digital currency market from $25 billion to $10 trillion, growing global digital capital markets, to $280 trillion, building a strategic Bitcoin reserve that could generate up to $81 trillion in new wealth. And Saylor's track record speaks for itself. He holds over 40 patents in financial technology. His company, MicroStrategy, owns more Bitcoin than any other public company in the world. And history shows us exactly what happens when America leads the way. Look at what happened after BlackRock launched their Bitcoin ETF. It did more than just move the US markets. Hong Kong approved its first Bitcoin ETFs, a global crypto bull run sent prices and trading volume soaring, regulators worldwide reevaluated crypto ETF policies, and more. Why? Because when the world's largest economy embraces an innovation, sitting on the sidelines becomes too costly. This isn't just about investment returns anymore, it's about not being left behind. Because when the US leads, it supercharges adoption on a global scale. And the four coins I've identified are perfectly positioned to capture the tsunami of institutional capital. But there's one final force that you need to know about that makes this opportunity unprecedented. The floodgates are already open. While everyone watches for Trump's first day in office, smart money isn't waiting. Look at what's happening right now. MicroStrategy, which started buying Bitcoin in 2020, has just been added to the Nasdaq 100 index. Think about that. A company holding 444,000 Bitcoin is now alongside tech giants like Apple and Microsoft, and Wall Street's biggest names are jostling for position. BlackRock, managing $11 trillion, led a $47 million investment to tokenize real-world assets and launched a tokenized fund spanning Ethereum, Polygon, and Avalanche. Fidelity, with $5.8 trillion under management, lets customers trade Bitcoin and Ether commission-free and was the first to offer crypto in retirement accounts. Even Larry Fink, BlackRock's CEO, who once dismissed Bitcoin as an index of money laundering, has done a complete reversal. He recently said, I was wrong. Bitcoin is a legitimate financial instrument, and some of the world's savviest investors are rethinking crypto as we approach the Trump presidency. Look at what Chamath, a billionaire investor who made early bets on disruptive companies like Facebook and Slack, recently posted. Even seasoned investors who've already profited from major tech are gearing up for what's next because they know the Trump Sachs era is about to reshape the entire crypto landscape. And unlike previous crypto bull runs, this isn't driven by retail speculation. This is serious institutional capital deploying billions of dollars based on deep analysis. Remember, these institutions aren't buying crypto because they're true believers or crypto enthusiasts. They're buying because their analysis shows a big opportunity. So, we have a fast approaching date, 20th of January 2025. We know that Trump will install David Sachs as his crypto czar. We know what this means, light touch regulation for crypto. We have seen the impact that changes in regulation have on emerging tech, and how adoption is accelerated when the political elites back it. Not just in the US, but how through their immense influence and economy, the benefits are felt around the world. I have a very direct question for you. Do you see what is happening? What was once a niche idea, dismissed by some as a scam, has evolved into a world changing technology. Today, key cryptos are hitting record highs. Wall Street firms are pouring in billions of dollars. Entire nations are rewriting their financial systems around crypto. And now, with Trump's pro crypto administration, we're standing at the brink of the biggest shift yet. Think about it. The infrastructure is already being built. Payment platforms like PayPal and Visa support crypto transactions. Institutions are launching Bitcoin ETFs. Sovereign wealth funds are building reserves and even central banks are exploring digital currencies. Just imagine walking into your favorite coffee shop and paying for your latte with Bitcoin instantly and with no fees, grabbing a pint at your local pub and splitting the bill with friends, each using your preferred crypto wallet, buying a new home funded in part by gains you made in crypto, with the down payment sent seamlessly through a blockchain transaction, trading your favorite stocks and cryptos in the same app, no middlemen involved, with no delays, investing in groundbreaking new projects at the tap of a button. No more needing to wait days or funds for funds to clear. No fees eating away at your capital. This is the future we're headed toward. Crypto everywhere. That's my prediction anyway. And for you as a UK investor, this moment is pivotal. We've seen how adopting technology early pays off. When the US led the internet revolution, the savvy Brits who capitalized made fortunes as companies like BT and Sage surged. Now you have the chance to make big gains because this is all happening right now. Institutions are moving billions as they prepare for Trump's policies to accelerate mass adoption. And the four coins I've identified are the ones that I believe stand to get the biggest gains over the next 100 days. Trump is just days away from opening the crypto wealth window, and those positioned early will be the ones to profit most. That means you have a choice to make. You can stand back and watch as the greatest wealth building opportunity of our lifetime unfolds. Watch as institutions, governments, and investors seize the moment while you wait on sidelines, or you can take action now and make sure you grab your part of it. And look, I'm not saying you shouldn't hold on to cash or gold. Hedging your bets with traditional assets is always smart. But let's be honest, you don't create life-changing wealth by standing still. The truth is, the biggest opportunities come from backing the forces driving change, not fighting them. Think back to Bitcoin at $1,000 or Ethereum at $10. Did you miss those? Did you hesitate thinking it was too late? Imagine how different things could look if you'd acted. This is your chance to change that, because moments like this could make a huge difference to your wealth and security. When the internet transformed the world, early investors in companies like Amazon turned a few hundred thousands into millions. When digital payments emerged, MasterCard and PayPal rewarded those who got in early with massive returns. And now crypto is following the same path, but on a much larger scale. That's why I'm putting my reputation on the line to tell you this. The coins I've identified won't just follow this trend, they'll lead it. This isn't just about catching up to Bitcoin or Ethereum's past, it's about being ahead of what comes next. What you choose to do is up to you. But years from now, your friends and family will ask you if you saw it all coming. The question is, will you be able to tell them that you seized the opportunity, or will you have to admit you missed it? Let me show you exactly how to position yourself before it's too late. The recent crypto surge has been impressive. Bitcoin passing $100,000, BlackRock's record-breaking ETF, nations scrambling for position, and much more. But here's what most investors haven't realized. The real opportunity isn't just buying any crypto, it's knowing exactly which coins are positioned to capture the biggest gains when Trump's administration transforms the landscape. That's why I want you to join me today. With your permission, I'll show you how to navigate this historic moment and ensure you're well positioned before January the 20th. I'm going to share the full details of all four picks with you and guide you through each step of the process, because opportunities like this are too important to leave anything to chance. Here are the four coins I want to help you target head on. Pick one, a cryptocurrency so critical to Wall Street's future that one major investor predicts it could soar 12,900%. I'll tell you why major institutions are quietly accumulating this coin and the perfect entry point to maximize your potential returns. Pick two, a coin that's been scooped up by the smart money, poised to become the backbone of crypto innovation. You'll get my complete analysis of why this project could be central to Trump's vision of making America the crypto capital of the world. Pick three, a digital asset uniquely positioned to thrive under Trump's pro-crypto policies, with past gains of over 2,500%. I'll show you exactly how this coin could benefit from the upcoming regulatory changes. Pick four, my wildcard pick, backed by one of Trump's closest allies. This crypto saw 12,000% in 2021 and could do it again. You'll get my detailed breakdown of why the conditions are perfect for another massive run. If you join me today, you'll get immediate access to my complete analysis of all four coins, including exact entry points for each pick, detailed risk assessment, price targets, step-by-step buying instructions, and I'll be with you every step of the way and show you exactly how to position yourself for what could be the biggest crypto wealth building opportunity of 2025. Why expert guidance is critical now more than ever. Consider this, during the most challenging bear markets, our research system consistently spotted opportunities that others missed. We gained over 8,600% on strategic DeFi plays when most stayed sidelined. We also had multiple 1,000 plus winners across our carefully curated portfolio. How? Through our proprietary system that combines deep regulatory impact assessment, real-time institutional money flow tracking, advanced technical analysis, up-to-date knowledge of protocol developments, and much more. But it gets even better. Here's the complete crypto with cash advantage, your blueprint for the coming surge. When you join today, you get immediate access to our complete research ecosystem. The complete Trump crypto playbook, worth $499, With it, you get four specific coins primed for explosive growth in the first 100 days, proprietary metrics showing why these exact coins are perfectly positioned, step-by-step implementation strategy with exact entry points. You also get bi-weekly profit alerts, which has a $299 monthly value, two thoroughly researched recommendations every month, real-time updates when the market conditions shift, specific entry and exit points for maximum profit potential, and priority alerts when institutional money moves. You also get access to the private crypto community with direct access to me, Cash, through our private Telegram group. Here we have real-time discussions of market developments, exclusive insights from lesser-known crypto analysts, plus you get two essential guides that could make all the difference. Crypto with Cash, the beginner's guide, and also the risky crypto guide. But here's why you must act before January the 20th. The smart money isn't waiting, they're moving now. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has seen over $360 million in volume in just 2 weeks. Institutional accumulation is happening. 40,000 Bitcoin has already been bought up since November. The total crypto market cap has surged to 3.7 trillion. This rapid institutional accumulation means one thing. The window for retail investors is closing fast. Don't miss this wealth window. Here are your options. Option one is a quarterly membership and it costs £129.97. It's perfect for testing our proven system. You get complete access to all our research and recommendations. It comes with a 30-day, 100% risk-free guarantee, and you can try it for a full month. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund every penny. Option two, this is an annual membership costing just £399.97, and it's the best value. You save £119 off the quarterly price. You get an extended 60-day guarantee, priority access to all new research, and it's ideal for serious investors committed to long-term success, the decision that could define your financial future. Think about this. A single successful crypto pick could pay for your entire membership many times over. Our DeFi recommendation alone turned every £100 into £8,695. That's enough to cover 21 years of annual membership from just one trade. And with Trump's pro crypto administration taking power, opportunities of this magnitude could become more frequent, but only for those who position themselves before January the 20th. The choice is yours, but ask yourself, will you be ready when Trump's administration transforms the crypto landscape? Can you afford to miss what could be the biggest crypto wealth building opportunity of 2025? Are you prepared to watch from the sidelines as others capitalize on this historic shift? Secure your membership now before prices surge with the market. The clock is ticking. Let me bring this back to where we started, because in just a few days' time, at noon on January the 20th, Donald Trump will step up to take the presidential oath. And in that moment, he will open what I believe will be the biggest crypto wealth window we've ever seen. Think about everything I've shown you today. The removal of Gary Gensler, crypto's biggest opponent, the installation of David Sachs, a visionary who helped build PayPal, the flood of institutional money already pouring in, the blueprint to make America the world's crypto capital. Each of these alone would be enough to move the crypto markets, but together, at the same time, this is why I've identified these four specific coins, because I believe they've each positioned to fly within the first 100 days of Trump's presidency. And while Bitcoin passing $100,000 has been impressive, I believe it's just the beginning. The tremors before the earthquake. Remember what happened when encryption technology was finally embraced in the 90s? BT saw 244%. Sage jumped 684%, and Vodafone rocketed 817%. Now, imagine being positioned in exactly the right crypto coins before Trump's presidency triggers an even bigger wave of adoption. That's the opportunity in front of you right now. But you must act before January the 20th, because once Trump takes office, once these changes begin, once the institutional money really starts flowing, the prices of these coins could surge beyond reach. I've shown you my track record. The 6,759% gain on Binance Coin, the numerous 1,000 plus percentage gains on DeFi coins, the countless UK crypto newcomers who've changed their financial futures by following my research, and now I want to help you do the same. I want you to be able to look back at this moment, noon, January 20th, 2025, and know that you are part of something historic. To tell your friends and family how you saw this opportunity and you took action. To know that while others hesitated, you seized the opportunity. The window is open now, but it won't stay open for long. Let me help you position yourself before it closes.